Another mass shooting in America. 4 innocent people murdered, just going about their lives. This time, a gunman armed with an AR-15-style rifle opened fire at the Old National Bank in Louisville, Kentucky, wounding 9 people, some critically, with 4 confirmed dead so far. The shooter also dead, and police say he had a connection to the bank, possibly a former employee. Officials haven't yet confirmed the identities of the victims, but the governor of Kentucky says he lost personal friends in the shooting.
This is awful. I have a very close friend that didn't make it today. And I have another close friend who didn't either, and one who's at the hospital that I hope is going to make it through.
Those 4 victims joined dozens of others, 80 in total, who've died in 15 mass killings so far this year alone, according to a database maintained by Northeastern University, the Associated Press, and USA Today. That includes the 3 9-year-old students and 3 staff members murdered at an elementary school in Nashville, Tennessee, less than 2 weeks ago. The shooter in that case was also armed with an automatic rifle. That horrific shooting prompted 3 Democratic state lawmakers to organize a protest at the state legislature calling for stronger gun control measures. But instead of debating their message, Republicans in the legislature voted to expel 2 of the 3 Democratic lawmakers instead. Well, let's try to make some sense of all this with our guest, John Rosenthal, the co-founder of the advocacy group Stop Handgun Violence. And John, thanks for being here. I guess you were just here 11 days ago. When will this all end?
I wish I knew, but I think the straightest line is to vote the 10 to 15 Republicans out of the U.S. Congress who are holding up the will of hundreds of millions of Americans who have been polled and want universal background checks on all gun sales before anyone can buy a gun. And 70% of gun owners even want a ban on military-style assault weapons, specifically designed to do what they did in Kentucky and Nashville and the daily mass shootings, which is outgun police who carry 13 to 17 rounds without having to reload, while Congress gives 35 to 100-round magazines to kill police and kill as many people as possible without having to reload.
Well,
the solution's easy. It's the political will among the Republicans that is killing our children at the rate of more kids are killed by firearms than any other cause in America.
Well, I want to dig down a little deeper into the politics in a moment, but in the weeks since the Nashville school massacre, we've seen 8 mass shootings, 7 killed, 38 wounded. In both Nashville and Louisville, as we just heard, the state's governor knew some of the victims personally. They were personal friends. We've seen this before. The 2011 shooting of Gabby Giffords, a congresswoman from Arizona, and the 2017 attack on Republican Congressman Steve Scalise. Does it make any difference when the victims are people that our elected officials know?
Apparently not. There's been a mass shooting of 4 or more people every single day for the last 3 years. When Nashville happened, there had already been 89 school shootings, more than days of this year. We are killing our future generations because of one reason only. The Republican Party is more concerned about blood money campaign contributions from the uniquely unregulated gun industry than they care about our families and our children and our neighbors. What's it going to take when 441 people were shot in Las Vegas at a country music festival and nothing changed? So, 13 more people shot today, 6, in Nashville. Every 30 minutes, a kid is shot. Every 3 hours, a kid dies in America. Congress wants to act, but it's just 10 to 15 Republicans that are holding it up.
Well, now, after the Uvalde massacre last year, 15 Republicans did vote for a bill with bipartisan sponsorship that extended some curbs on gun purchases and promoted red flag laws. No assault weapons ban, no raised age limit for assault weapon purchases, but it was something. Was that bipartisan vote just a fig leaf, a flash in the pan?
It was a start, but it was the first gun bill that had passed the U.S. Congress in 30 years. I mean, what we need to do is exactly what Massachusetts has done. And I'm a gun owner. There's no inconvenience to law-abiding gun owners in accessing firearms. But we treat firearms like inherently dangerous products, like automobiles. We require renewable licensing. We require safety features. And we give police chiefs discretion because they know the people in their communities with renewable licensing. And we ban the large capacity ammunition magazines designed to outgun police officers. We have reduced the rate of gun deaths by 40% since 1994. We have the lowest gun death rate in the nation without banning anything other than assault weapons and cheap handguns without safety features. And if every single state had the same low gun death rate as Massachusetts, the majority of gun deaths would be prevented without banning firearms.
Well, now, we're talking with John Rosenthal, a gun control activist for many, many years here in the Boston area and nationally. John, you mentioned the political and financial clout of the gun industry. Certainly, the NRA, the National Rifle Association, is synonymous with the gun lobby. I think that's what most people think of when they hear that term. But they're down to their lowest membership levels in more than a decade. They're millions of dollars in the red. They're saddled with all sorts of lawsuits. So who's driving the bus, if not them?
It's the far-right Republicans that, frankly, who are funded by the unregulated gun industry, who cannot be sued. Unlike toy guns and teddy bears and every other consumer product, there are federal standards, safety features for consumers, so that you prevent, gun injuries and deaths, or injuries and deaths from those consumer products. Toy guns, teddy bears, and every other product. Real guns are exempt from the National Consumer Product Safety Commission. When you go out and hunt, you got to have a hunting license. And when you hunt deer, you're limited to 5 rounds. When you hunt duck, you're limited to 3 rounds to protect the duck and deer population. When you want to buy military-style assault weapons or easily concealed handguns, no license required and no limit on the number of rounds to kill humans. It is extreme. And it's the epitome of bad public policy. And it's so anti-democratic, John, because, the majority of Americans, including gun owners, want reasonable restrictions like every other country has, every other developed nation. I mean, we have more gun injuries and deaths than 26 industrialized nations combined. The majority of Americans want it. The majority of Congress wants it. There's a handful of people holding it up. We got to vote them out of office. And until we do, we are going to lose another 110 people tomorrow from gun violence every day.
If the Democrats held the White House and had control of the House and had a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate, the 60-vote supermajority, would this change overnight or not?
I think you would. The filibuster is a big issue. I think it's going to be very hard to find 60 votes to ban assault weapons, even among Democrats. Nothing's going to change overnight. I mean, more Americans have been killed from firearms, since 75 than all U.S. servicemen and women killed in all foreign wars combined. It's going to take time, but the start would be simply, replicating the effect of Massachusetts gun laws. Look, every single state that has background checks or a ban on assault weapons have lower gun death rates than every single state that has lax gun laws. We know the solutions. It's the political will that we don't have, and children are paying the price at the rate of 9 every single day. I mean, when Congress doesn't care about the fact that the leading cause of death in America among children are firearms, we're in trouble. And John, we're facing virtually a civil war, and in this country, and firearms are a major wedge issue. And it makes no sense to provide unrestricted access to guns without background checks or giving criminals higher power weapons than police carry, unless the goal is to increase gun violence, increase gun sales, and as a result, we lose 45,000 Americans a year, and it's going to take years to change.
John, I'm out of time, but real quickly, are you optimistic?
The only thing I'm optimistic about is Gen Z, millennials. They know how badly our generation has acted such that these kids are not safe in schools. I think kids should walk out every week at the same time, because frankly, they are not safe in schools, just like we are not safe in any public place as a result of a handful of Republicans who need to be thrown out of office and replaced with young Gen Z candidates.
John Rosenthal, co-founder, Stop Handgun Violence. Sorry to see you under these circumstances, but thanks for your time.
Thanks for asking me back.